Hello, my friends. On this nice fall, somewhat rainy and damp day, I want to talk about spray lubricants and what you do if you have like a squeaky or a sticky door, a sliding patio door, like some kind of Anderson window or any casement windows, any kind of vinyl frame door or window. The big deal I want to talk about is there's a lot of people using like WD, the WD40 type product, which is like a spray petroleum-based lubricant. And the problem with using these on your doors and windows is it's oil. Now, oil doesn't dry up. Oil is oil. It just stays there. And what's going to happen, your tracks and your doors and your windows, it's going to get like a buildup of WD-40 on it type product. And it's going to attract dust and dirt. So number one, just spraying that stuff on like a vinyl clad window, let's say, it's going to like mark up the vinyl. It's going to stain the vinyl. Number two, like a week or two later, all kind of dust and debris and little kind of things is going to stick to it. So now you're going to have like a black stain, around the tracks of your doors and windows. It's not the right product to use for that. WD has a lot of uses, but, doors and windows is not one of them. What you should be using if you have a need to lubricate your doors and windows is like a silicone-based product, something like this. And you notice I have the brand name covered up because I'm not getting any kind of sponsorship for this. So something like this. Now this is a silicone product. This is like a Teflon type product, or actually a PTFE lubricant, or something like this, which is also a PTFE or a similar Teflon type lubricant. Some of these come with like a little red tube that you could stick on the sprayer to really like zero in on the spot you want to lubricate. And some just like this one has like a nozzle that just shoots a straight thing. And this one kind of has like a spray paint can nozzle that just kind of fogs the area. Now the thing with these type lubricants is it's like a solvent with the lubricant mixed into it. So like this, for instance, is like a solvent with silicone mixed into it. And when you spray it, the solvent evaporates into the atmosphere and it just leaves the silicone. Silicone's like a dry lubricant. So as soon as the solvent evaporates, it's dry. It doesn't stain, and it doesn't attract dust and dirt. So 2 weeks down the road, 2 months down the road, you're not going to have like a black oily stain around your window like you would have if you used a petroleum-based product. And a petroleum-based product, I'm talking like those WD kind of products. So, and this is the same thing. It's a PTFE lubricant or a Teflon-based lubricant in a solvent, and when you spray it, the solvent evaporates and leaves a dry lubricant. So you're going to be using these kind of things on your sliding patio door tracks, your up and down, your back and forth sliding windows, your casements, vinyl clad, anything is going to be using a dry lubricant. It's available at like stores, just look in the lubricant section. And like I said, WD does have its uses. It's great for certain things. It's a petroleum-based product, and it's really like kerosene in a spray can. So it's great to use to like loosen up screws and nuts and stuff, bicycle chains. Well, it might be a little thin for a bicycle chain, but it has its uses, but more of something that you would want a petroleum-based lubricant on, like a mechanical type device, not so much like a door or a window. So take my advice. If you have been using WD on your doors and windows, and you want to clean it up and switch to a dry lubricant, which I recommend, you're gonna have to do a little cleanup first. You're gonna have to get like a wire, like a soft wire brush, like a bronze wire brush or a brass wire brush, some kind of like solvent, like maybe not acetone, but maybe like paint thinner or something, and a rag. See my video on turning old t-shirts into rags to make some really nice rags for that. And clean up as best you can the old oily dirt attracted residue from the WD you've been using on those doors and windows, and really do a good job getting all the cracks and crevices and clean that stuff up good as best you can. Then switch to the silicone Teflon type dry lubricant products that are available out there. All the manufacturers recommend some kind of silicone Teflon based solvent, and not the WD oily stuff that some people jump to right away because they got that spray can there, and oh, this is a lubricant, and my sliding patio door is sticking, let me spray the WD on it. Those who have done it know it's a big mistake, because you're looking right now at that big stain all over your bottom track, your side. And that's another, like a sliding patio door, you're going to want to get the top track with the silicone-based dry lubricant type product. You're going to want to get the bottom track. You're going to want to get where the two doors cross. There's usually like a fiber brush or weather strip there. You could use this on that. It's not a problem. The little locking mechanisms and stuff, you may want to zero in with the little red tube on the locks and stuff like that. You don't want to use a petroleum-based product either, because what happens is in the wintertime when it gets really cold, that stuff gets really stiff and grease-like. So you're going to want to go to something like a dry lubricant on the locks and the mechanisms also, but maybe zero in with the little tube. And stay away from the petroleum-based stuff. There's a lot of drawbacks to using it on doors and windows. On an up and down sliding window, a double hung, you're going to want to spray the dry lubricant on the sides. You're going to want to get the little latch, and maybe even where the two windows bypass each other, there's usually a fiber weather strip in there. You can use your dry lubricant on it. If there's any overspray on the glass, wait for it to dry up. It usually doesn't even have a stain, but if there is, you use a little Windex and take the stain off. So that's my advice. Stay away from your first impulse to grab the WD type product when we're talking doors and windows, and switch to a dry lubricant type product.